Hey, it's Brett Gregory, and I'm so excited to have you here with us today. If you're just joining us, please go to the right-hand side questions box and enter in your city and country that you're tuning in from. It's Brett Gregory, and if you're just joining us, please go into the questions box and tell us what city and country you are tuning in from. And then what I'd like you to do is tell us what is your number one challenge getting customers right now from Facebook. And actually, let me say that again. What's your number one challenge growing your email list? Because that's what today's class is all about, how to grow your email list. And so tell us, what is your number one challenge growing your email list? So if you're just joining us, tell us what city and country you're tuning in from. Hey, Cindy from Appleton, USA. Welcome, glad to have you here. Chella, hi Chella from LA, good to see you. Cindy's from Portland. Tarisha is from Glenarden, Maryland. Good to have you here. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Kevin's from Waterloo, Canada, and Nikki's from Scottsdale. Good to have you here. So Cindy, Chella, Tarisha, Kevin, Nikki, tell us what your number one challenge is growing your email list. What is your number one challenge growing your email list? Hey, Narelle from New Zealand. What's up, Kay? What's your actual name from Anytown, USA? I've actually never been there. Pamela is from Eugene, Brian from Hemel, and Michael is from Bend. Nancy's from Lebanon, Tennessee. I think that's the first time we've had somebody from Lebanon here, Nancy. Omar is from San Diego, baby, my hometown. What's up, Rashawn? Good to see you back. Angelica's from Salt Lake City. I was there for the 2002 Olympics. Speaking of that, I'm getting fired up because I'm taking my family to Brazil for the 2016 Summer Games in August. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Hey, Cheryl from Louisville. Okay, so tell us what your number one challenge is growing your email list, because that's what we're talking about today, backed by popular demand. I had so many people ask us about our high converting lead magnet exercise and how they can create their own to get some of the kind of results that we're getting growing our list from Facebook. I mean, we're we've run a couple of different campaigns where we've gotten 2,000 email addresses, 3,000 email addresses, 5,000 email addresses, and all of them very inexpensively. So backed by popular demand, we're going to talk about how you can do the same thing. Get your high converting lead magnet. Basically, that's just your free gift that you give away, but it's set up in such a way to really be high converting, so to work extremely well. So we're going to go over how you can do that. So Nikki says, how to offer something that will have a person want to give their email address to download. Well, Nikki, that was such a great segue. I promise everybody I did not pay Nikki to ask that question, because that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Omar, biggest challenge, ads getting flagged by Facebook. Yeah, there's some no-nos that if you do certain things, you can literally get your ad account shut down by Facebook, and it's very hard to get it back up. Kevin, best way to start an email list and get qualified customers from Facebook. Cindy, where to even start? All right, we'll cover that. Nancy, number one challenge, getting those people that will purchase. All right, I got an idea for you. Carolyn is consistency. Be a little bit more specific, Carolyn. Tarisha, targeting and engaging them to my area. Cindy, all of the above. Claudia, getting my WordPress website done, have photos submitted, and have to complete my About Me paragraph. All right, good time. So let's jump right in and talk about how you can get some pretty awesome results here. And so what I want to share with you is I'm just going to show you, we're going to show you how to create a very, very high converting lead magnet that will grow your email list, and how you can do that automatically. But I do want to share something with you. I want to show you some of these results here. For this particular lead magnet that we created, we're getting $1 2-cent emails. So $1.02 for our emails. And that's what we'll get into today. Let's see if I got a little bit more information. So we've gotten 1,407 email addresses on average at $1.02 per email. And in some cases here, you can see we're getting, 82 cents an email, 87 cents an email. And these are all legit. You know, this is, we're using these email list growth that we're getting here to do over $45,000 a month in recurring coaching sales, okay? So what I'm gonna show you is the secret sauce to how we got those kinds of results and how you can get the same. And we're gonna do that right now. Okay, Vanessa, this is back by popular demand. So we're gonna go into a little bit deeper dive on your lead magnets, and then I'm gonna show you how to take your lead magnet, turn it into an ad, and the kind of ads that get, you know, that get our emails at, you know, $1 per email or $1.50 per email. So we're going to talk about the lead magnet first, then I'm going to show you how to turn that into an ad so you can get the kind of results that I just showed you. So let's jump in here. So the first thing that we want to talk about is what is a lead magnet, okay? So the lead magnet is just basically your free gift that you're going to give away in exchange for someone's email address, all right? So you have to think about it for a moment. When somebody comes to your website, or it's a landing page or your lead page, whatever it is, all you need to do is figure out how to give away value, enough value that somebody's going to want to give their email address. Now, keep in mind, it is a risk for somebody to opt into your email list, okay? So you might not think about it that way. You might say, well, wait a minute, what do you mean it's a risk? Well, think about it for a second. When you go to opt into somebody's email list, the big fear is that now I'm going to get spammed. I'm going to get all this unwanted email. And how many of us have email inboxes that are already full? You know, the average adult now is getting 150 emails a day. You know, do they really want 151? So it's a risk. And so in order for us to get people to opt into our email list, we have to give them something that's seriously valuable. And in order to do that, you really have to focus on what it is that they want. It does not work anymore to just say, opt into my newsletter. That stopped working like in 1998, okay? So we really have to give away high quality, high value. And the way that I like to look at it is with this chart. So if you look on the vertical axis, the x-axis is at the top is high desire, at the bottom is low desire. So now remember, the desire, we're talking about your customer's desire, not what we think, it's what they actually want. And those are frequently two completely different things. So it's all about your customer's desire, okay? And so take a look at what we have here as some examples. Down on the low desire, an ebook, okay? The words ebook today have inherently no value whatsoever. So if we just say download my free ebook, you could bet that nobody's going to actually download your free ebook. If you say similarly, if we say free consult, you know, so if we have a landing page that says sign up for my free consult, nobody wants to do that. Why? Well, because everybody knows that that's a sales call. It's basically, you might as well put up a sign that says sign up for a sales call. Nobody wants it. And because everybody knows that it's going to be, you know, you're going to try to sell me something that I probably don't want. Okay, so we have to do something different to have the initial opt-in. Now, I want to be very clear about something. I am a big fan of us doing free consults. I've done this last 3 months, I did over $200,000 in sales with these free consults, okay? But you do not use them as your lead magnet. They do not work well as a lead magnet. They work great after someone opts in from your lead magnet, okay? So similarly, let's take a look at the horizontal axis. On the left-hand side is hard to consume. On the right-hand side is easy to consume. Now remember, this is your customer's perception. So on the left-hand side, hard to consume, things like white papers and video training. And we might say something like, well, wait a minute, white paper, why is that hard to consume? A video training, why is it hard to consume? All somebody has to do is sit down and hit play. There's nothing hard about that. Well, think about it from your customer's perspective. And I see a lot of people who, and nothing against Jeff Walker. I'm a big fan of Jeff Walker's product launch formula. I followed the product launch formula. And if you know anything about it, When you opt in, you get to watch 3 videos. And again, as we're creating these videos, we may think, wow, we're creating all this value. You get 3 45-minute long video trainings. But to the customer thinks, when they get there, they think, I don't have the time for 3 45-minute video trainings. You know, I barely have time to opt in to the first place. So it's all about your customer's perception. And your customer could say, you know what, there could be the best information in the world in your 3 videos, but I just simply do not have the time. So a video training can, as a perception, can be hard to consume. But let's go to the opposite end of the spectrum. Let's look at easy to consume. So again, your customers, if you want them to think that it is easy to consume, or excuse me, to have a landing page and a lead magnet that is easy to consume, look at these things that a lot of people think are very easy to consume. A template, something that they can just fill in the blanks, that has a perception of being very easy to consume. A toolkit, something, you know, it could be tools to build your website, it could be tools to create your lead magnet, whatever. Those tend to be easy to consume. A lot of people like those. They're easy to download. Let's look on the high desire end of this spectrum. Okay, so high desire, on this left-hand side, we have live webinars. So live webinars are very high desire, but it's hard to get people to attend our live webinars. Even it's hard enough to get them to register for it, but on average today, we're seeing about 20% or lower show-up rates to live webinars. So they tend to have very high desire. When people opt into a webinar, they tend to really want the information. The ones who show up tend to be really high qualified kind of people. But it's hard because a lot of people feel like they don't have the time for it. They can't commit the 60 minutes for the webinar, or they can't do it at the specific time. Well, let's go on the other side of the high desire, where you see the spreadsheet downloads. Spreadsheet downloads work great because they are high desire and easy to consume. So what we find here is that in this upper right-hand quadrant, the people who opt in, if you look all the way up in the upper right-hand corner here, we get high conversions, okay? So you can see how this plays out. On this left-hand side, you can get high-quality leads, but again, it's hard to get people to go all the way through our video training. It's hard to get people to read all of the white papers, no matter how good the information is. Low conversions are things like the free consult and the ebook. And when I say ebook, it's just saying the word ebook without any kind of a context of how much value is in there. Because I do have some lead magnets that are ebooks that have worked well, but we're still finding the better, higher conversions we're getting live up here in this upper right-hand quadrant. Okay, so Leanne says, lead magnets are industry specific. They are for your ideal client, whoever they are. Yeah, sure, they can be that. So Kevin, is lead magnet the same for all industries, or lead magnets different for different industries? Yeah, they're different for different industries. So again, the lead magnet is simply the free gift that you're going to give people in exchange for your for their email address. Okay, so I'm going to show you some examples of some lead magnets here in just a minute. But let's go to these highest converting lead magnets. So essentially what we just did now is I zoomed into the upper right-hand quadrant of that last, so here, we're going to zoom into the upper right-hand quadrant. Let's look at the top 9 or 12 lead magnets that are out there that are some of the highest converting types of lead magnets out there. Okay, and so again, going back to Kevin, it'll tell you a little bit about what your, you can fill in the blank to your industry here, but let's look at high desire. So high desire and easy to consume. Anything, fill in the blank, anything, okay? And if it can solve your customer's big problem, you have a fill in the blank, anything that solves your customer's big problem. So it could be a fill in the blank lead magnet template. It could be a fill in the blank headline formula. It could be a fill in the blank email script. There's all kinds of fill in the blank, anything works really, really well. So do spreadsheet downloads. So if you think about what do you use? What's a tool that you've created for yourself to help you with your business? There's lots of great spreadsheet download, like spreadsheet checklists, as well as action checklists that you may actually use in your business that actually help you, that if you package that up into a lead magnet would be fantastic, would work really, really well, would have that high desire and easy to consume formula and combination. So I show here, a PowerPoint template. So if you have a template that is, maybe you have a webinar template that works really well. Maybe you have a presentation template that you can just make fairly generic and give it away for free. That could be a really high converting lead magnet. I love 60-second plans. 60-second plans are some of our highest converting free gifts. Top 10 resources are great. So think if you are let's say you're helping people publish their book and you're going to give them the top 10 free websites to post your book so you can get a lot of visibility for your book for free. That is a super hot lead magnet, okay? 7-step formula, that sounds really doable. I mean, if you have a 7-step formula for attracting the love of your life, maybe you have a 7-step formula for losing weight the easy, natural way. Maybe you have a 7-step formula for growing your business. Those things can work great. Copy and paste anything works really well. So think about it. If your customers have a problem and you have something that can save them time, you're going to get their email address. They are going to opt in, okay? Because you're saving them time. A swipe file is essentially the same thing. It's for example, a swipe file could be, I wrote a series of emails that helped us fill our webinar. And I'm gonna package that up and give that away to you free, and that's called a swipe file. Again, this is something that saves you a lot of time, so it gives you high desire, can solve a specific problem, again, high desire, and it's easy to consume. Download, copy, and paste. You don't have to sit through a huge long webinar to do that, to use it, okay? And so that's what turns into really high conversions. Example, I put in this marketing calendar. I had a marketing calendar made in an Excel spreadsheet to give it away. Super hot lead magnet. Top interview questions, for example. I package that up, give it away. Hot lead magnet. A productivity planner. Again, that's a really hot lead magnet. Okay, so this gives you some examples, and we're gonna walk through. Everybody's gonna do some tests here in just a minute. I'm gonna give you the copy and paste formulas. I'm gonna have you go and write your own high converting lead magnets here in just a moment. And then I'm gonna show you how to turn them into a super high converting Facebook ad. This is really hot, okay? So here we go. Now we go to fill in, so let's just go to the next side. So what I did here is I wanted to show you some proof that this stuff actually works. So I went to digitalmarketer.com. So, they do about $40 million a year in online sales. And I looked at their top performing lead magnets. And it turns out every single one of them follows this formula that I gave you. So let me just read you a couple examples here. 7-step formula for generating more sales by sending fewer emails. Think about that for a second. That is hot. That's the 7-step formula. I get more sales by sending fewer emails. Bam, give me that. 60-second blog plan. Wow, a blog sounds like it's going to take a lot of time and take a lot of effort, but this is 60 seconds. I gotta know what's in there. Fill in the blank Facebook ad template. There's the template. Social media swipe file. There's that swipe file. Blog post template, another template. 101 best email subject lines. All of these are high desire, easy to consume. Okay, so let me just show you some of our own examples, and here's our top performing lead magnets. Okay, so here is a template that I created, free Facebook photo templates. Now, how do we get it to be high desire first and then easy to consume? So high desire first is we're solving a big problem that our customers have, and that is, you do a Facebook post, you get no likes, no comments, no shares, no traffic, no customers. And all of our posts are like that. Okay, well, let's see if we can't solve that problem. So I went back and curated, we've created 4 Facebook pages. We have over 2.4 million likes. We've done over $2 million in sales from customers we met on Facebook. And I went back and I curated my top 15 all-time most viral Facebook page posts. And I put them up in a PowerPoint template, and I gave them away for free. So think about this now for a second. This high desire here. I went and found proven viral Facebook posts. I packaged them up in such a way that you don't have to go out and figure out how they are viral yourself. It's really valuable. It's a for someone else to try and replicate this, it'd take you years and spend tens of thousands of dollars just trying to figure out which is the most viral post. And I gave it away for free in a downloadable template. That means it's very easy to consume. And that high desire, easy to consume combination is what gives us these high conversions. You can see we got 5,905 emails at $1.52 per email. All right, super high conversion, high quality. We did this in about 30 days. Okay, who would like to get almost 6,000 emails in 30 days? All right, and we were able to convert and turn those leads into lots more sales. I mean, over $20,000 in sales. So let me give you another example. All right, so here's the I mentioned this marketing calendar. So usually towards the end of the year, I'll update my annual marketing calendar and I'll give it away. So this is one I could give this away any time of year, but I find that this one actually works better seasonally. When you're coming up on the beginning of a year, it seems to work. I get like $1 per email if I give this away at the beginning of the year, versus this time of year, it's more like it becomes a lot more expensive. But when I start giving this away in November, December, January, February, there's a good 4 months per year where this lead magnet is super hot. So all I did was I created an Excel spreadsheet that I personally use to figure out my marketing. And it's got all the information of what Facebook posts do we do, what emails do we send out, when do we post our blogs, when do I attend a live event, like an in-person event, when am I going to sponsor events, when am I going to speak on stage. So it's got all of our marketing templates in our calendar, and it's in an Excel spreadsheet, so you can just basically copy paste and use it yourself. Super high desire, super practical, functional, very high value, super easy to consume because you just download it and start using it, and it's in Excel. So a lot of people have Microsoft Excel. So we got very high conversions out of this one. It just was a great lead magnet. Here's another example. This one, we were getting email addresses for, this is the one we're getting email addresses for about $1.02. So just $1.02. And it's another template. So you'll see a theme here of templates. Templates templates just work really well. But this is my Facebook ads template. So I created a viral Facebook ads template. I've spent a lot of time, really like 9 years, testing ads, and I figured out the formula to make your ad go viral and get tons and tons of likes, comments, and shares. And that actually dramatically increases your conversions and lowers your cost. And because we use a combination of this viral template and we follow the top performing lead magnet formula, you end up with this super awesome results of high desire, easy to consume, and we're getting email addresses for about $1 per email. All good, high quality email. Okay, and so let's see here. So now we're going to go in and we're going to practice this together. Okay, so what I want you to do is we're now going to do a quick little practice here. So what I want you to do is fill in this blank here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy and paste this. So we're going to start out with the 7-step formula. All right. So what I want you to do right now is you're going to create your own lead magnet title. And so remember, we're going to finish this section. We're going to go through this exercise, and then part 2, I'm going to show you how to turn this into a super hot viral Facebook ad, and it's going to just blow up, and you're going to be blown away by how cool this is. All right, so here we go. High desire, 7-step formula for generating more, and then now you fill in the blank. More of what it is that your customer wants by avoiding pain and doing less of what they don't want. Okay, so in this previous example that we had here, it's like the 7-step formula for generating more sales by sending fewer emails. Okay, so I'm just gonna post this in here as well. So now you're gonna put in your own. Okay, so what I want you to do right now, go into the questions box and type in the 7-step formula that's gonna work for your customers and your industry. Go ahead and put it in now, and then I'm gonna read it as the comments come in, and I can give you some feedback. So if you want me to personally give you feedback on your lead magnet, participate in this exercise full out. So write in the 7-step formula for generating more, and then what is it that your customers want? Do they want to lose weight? Do they want to find their relationship with their dreams? Do they want to grow their business? By doing more of what they want, they get more of what they want by doing less of what they don't want, okay? So go ahead right now. So, hey, Yvonne Larson and Margaret and Deanna and Leanne, go ahead and put it in. So here's Nikki, the 7-step formula for generating more results by making your marketing matter. Okay, so do this one more time, Nikki. What are the more results? Is that more sales? Is that more email addresses? Is that more appointments? And don't try to pick them all, pick one. What's the biggest problem that your customer is having right now, Nikki? So put in, and let's just say, for example, it's building their email list. So it's the 7-step formula for doubling your email list by, working less. By, in this case, in the case of what Digital Marketer did, they said by sending fewer emails. Okay. 7-step formula for generating more sales by sending fewer emails. So, so again, I don't know, Nikki, what your customer's number one problem is, but go ahead and just redo it again and put that in there. Okay, who's next? So go ahead right now. If you want me to give you feedback, give you a little hot seat feedback, put in the questions box right now, your 7-step formula. Don't be shy, just put it in. This is the safe place where you can put it in. Marie Carmen says, the 7-step formula to conquer your weight loss resistance and finally lose those last 10 pounds. Great, great job. Let's see if we can do something a little bit different, Marie Carmen. Try this, the 7-step formula to lose that last 10 pounds by eating more food. Okay, so that would actually follow this formula here, by avoiding pain. Okay, so think about it for a second. If people started eating a lot more, organic fruits and vegetables, they would actually lose weight by eating more food. But that's something that's, a lot of people are going to want to opt into that. The 7-step formula to lose that last 10 pounds by eating more food. That could be really hot. Carolyn, 7-step formula for generating more freedom by taking control of your day. Okay, Carolyn, be very specific on what you mean by freedom. Does that mean 7-step formula for generating, 3 hours a day of more free time by working less, for example, Carolyn? You're totally on the right track. So see if you can hone that in a little bit. Kevin, 7-step formula for creating high quality landscape with less work. Okay, cool. You're totally on the right track. So see if you can, and when you say less work, see if you can be a little bit more specific there on what kind of work is. Themby, 7-step formula for generating more money in real estate without investing any of your own money. Okay, that's interesting. I like it. Carl, a 7-step formula for getting more podcast downloads by recording fewer episodes. Carl, you're the first one to completely nail it. You totally nailed it. Yvonne, 7-step formula for tripling your income by quitting your spa job. Awesome, Yvonne. That's cool. Marie Carmen, the 7-step formula to lose that last 10 pounds by eating more food. All right, there you go. Verkosaka, I totally butchered your name, didn't I? The 7-step formula for sell your art. Okay, keep going though. Finish the rest of the formula. Kathleen, 7-step formula for ending your sugar cravings without giving up your favorite desserts. Yes, 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 yes. You totally nailed it, Kathleen. Leanne, the 7-step formula for creating a high functioning team. Okay, so finish it. A high functioning team without, what's that pain of the hiring process? Without having to interview 10 million people, without having to to hire and fire a bunch of the wrong people? What's that real pain thing that they want to avoid, Leanne? Themby, 7-step formula to invest in real estate with no money. Cool. Carolyn, 7-step formula for generating more time to do the things you love. Okay, but then finish the formula, Carolyn, without doing the thing that they don't want to do, avoiding the pain, doing less of what they don't want. Okay, I think you guys are totally rocking this. Let's go on to the next one. All right, so we're going to do a couple more exercises here. So let's do this. We're going to go into this fill in the blank template. All right, so I love templates. They convert really, really well. They're super hot here. So let's go in and do this template formula. All right, so it's the fill in the blank thing that will make my customer's life easier. And it doesn't matter if it's weight loss or relationships or growing your business. Fill in the blank thing that will make my customer's life easier template. Okay, so let's say, and I want you to use this in context. All right, so let's say if I taught weight loss and or some kind of health and wellness, I would say, let me think about this for just a second. I would say fill in the blank weight loss plan template. That's just like a really basic, easy one. Let's say I'm in a relationship, dating advice. Fill in the blank, attract the man of your dreams template. Okay. Business, if you're a business building, fill in the blank, double your email list growth template. Fill in the blank, Facebook ads template. Fill in the blank, lead magnet template. Okay. So hopefully you're getting this. So let's go to, okay, so a few of you are still writing 7 steps. So let's move on to the fill in the blank template. So I'll just read the last couple that were listed up here. So Yvonne, the 7-step formula to triple your income by working less hours at the spa. Yeah, totally. That's good. Okay, Carl, fill in the blank email template for securing celebrity podcast guests. Yes, totally. Absolutely. That is hot. I love it. Fantastic. Carl totally nailed it on his first try. Carolyn, fill in the blank time management template. Yeah, absolutely. Totally. Fill in the, and yeah, Yvonne likes it, Carl. That's good stuff. I think you're gonna have a lot of people on this call that want to opt in. Okay, so let's keep going, guys. Fill in the blank thing that makes your customer's life easier template. All right, and again, use it in the right context. If the word template doesn't work for you, then figure out something else. But I like what Michael wrote. So double your new student enrollment template. Yeah, totally, Michael. Absolutely. That is a hot lead magnet right there for sure. All right, who else has one? So fill in the blank thing that makes your customer's life easier template. Kathleen, fill in the blank delicious fresh juices template. Cool. Yeah, I like it. I just made my own juice. I did beets and carrots and celery and ginger, and I happen to be sipping that right now. So I'm a big fan of fresh juices. So I like that. I like that, Kathleen. Marie Carmen, 7-day fat loss smoothie template. Yeah, totally. Absolutely. You got it. And so again, going back, I mentioned to do this in context as well. You totally got it right, Marie Carmen. However, if I were going to make a 7-day fat loss smoothie, I'd probably say 7-day fat loss smoothie. Let me think about this for a second. I might say recipes, but I kind of like template now that I'm thinking about it. So I think I would probably try them both, but I think that's pretty good. Yeah, Marie Carmen and Kathleen, my name's Bret. Last name's Gregory, but thanks. So, okay, let's move on. So I think you guys are totally getting this. So let's go to the, we're gonna go to this one now. Let's go to the 60-second plan. All right, so here we go, 60-second plan. So it's the 60-second critical benefit to get the result that they desire plan. Okay, so Claudia, 7-step formula to manifesting the life you desire. So going back to the 7-step formula one. You want to finish that one, Claudia. So fill in the by avoiding the pain, by doing less of what they don't want. Kevin, landscape design templates for those hard spots. Okay, be a little bit more specific. What is a hard spot? No worries, Kathleen. Carl, 60-second podcast marketing plan. Yeah, totally. Absolutely. You got it, Carl. You nailed it. That's a hot lead magnet right there for sure. Got to take another sip of my, I call it dragon juice for my kids because I put so much ginger in it. It makes it really, really spicy. It's bright red, but I love it. It's bright red because of the beets, but it tastes really good. I'm a big fan. Okay. Who else? 60-second critical benefit to get the result they desire plan. All right, put that in there. So Carl, or we got Carl's. Michael, 60-second plan to enrolling more students. Yeah, absolutely, totally. Because that is the critical desire that your customers want. I'd be willing to bet. So I think you nailed it. Yvonne, 60-second instant income plan. Yeah. So talk about, Yvonne, if is it instant income. So it's like the 60-second plan to get your next 2 customers, for example. So instant income is good, and but just you want to be specific to what it is that your customer's biggest pain is. What's their biggest problem that they're trying to solve? And by the way, Yvonne is in our 2016 Make Six Figures Mastermind. So I happen to know her and what her target market is. And she's totally rocking it, by the way. So love you, Yvonne. Thanks for showing up strong. So let's go to Thembi, 60-second to get out of the rat race plan. So be more specific when you say rat race, because that could mean so many different things. Mari Carmen, 60-second fat burning snack recipes. Yeah, totally. Carolyn, 60-second time management plan. Okay. And so that's not bad. That's not bad. Kevin, 60-second landscape contractor hiring plan. Yes, because hiring a landscape contractor has got to be a real pain. I would imagine interviewing contractors and not being one yourself. Yeah, that's good. Leanne, 60-second building morale plan. Okay, so maybe it's building morale for your employees. So Leanne, are you a consultant for human resources directors or something like that? Carla, 60-second LinkedIn traffic building plan. Yes, absolutely. Love you, Yvonne. And Linda, 7-step formula for better relationship with your pet. Okay. And maybe instead of saying better relationship, Linda, like what would be the real thing that's juicier? Because a better relationship sounds kind of but maybe it's like to I don't know, not having not being in your world. I don't know what the words would be that would be like a little bit hotter to make people want to opt in quicker. Marie Carmen, 60-second fat loss trick to do in the morning. Yeah. Claudia, 7-step formula to the right timing for everything. Okay. Is that what it sounds really vague, Claudia. So I think you'd been more specific on some of your previous ones. Margaret, 60-second Facebook marketing plan. Totally. Yeah. Okay. You guys are rocking this. All right. So you guys can download this. So if you want to download this, you can go to our best lead magnet. So there you go. You can download it right there. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to, what we're going to do now is we're going to show you how to turn this into a Facebook ad. All right. So I'm going to show you how to make this. This is really, really awesome. This will be super duper fun. And now we're going to turn this into a rockin' Facebook ad. Okay. So let's go here to Facebook. All right. And we put up a post here. So let me just share this with you. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put up a post here. So this is the post. We actually did this post, but I'm going to show you how we did this. It's about as easy as it possibly gets. It's literally just copy and paste. So I'm going to just go to our demo page and show you how this works. And then we'll be able to do this together. And then I'm going to show you how to turn it into an ad. Okay. So this is one of our demo pages. And when we do this, I'm going to click here. And so let's go to the actual, I'm going to go to the landing page here for a second. So the landing page is track customers now, best lead magnet. Oh, wait a second. Hang on just a second. I think I put in the wrong URL. Let's see. There we go. That's the right URL. How did I get to the old one somehow? Let's try this again. This is the right URL. So if for some reason you land in the wrong page, I don't know exactly how that happened, but here we go. So this is what the page looks like. Okay, so you can see it's really simple. It's clean. You know, I don't have lots of fancy graphics on here. It's just one page of the template. And then I describe, go into a kind of detailed description on what it is that you get inside the template here, okay? And then people just click here to opt in, all right? So it's really straightforward. But what I do here is I take this URL, I'm just gonna copy, and I'm gonna paste it on my Facebook page, okay? So there, I copied and pasted it. And what Facebook does is Facebook goes in and grabs some of the images that are already there. However, these images won't work very well for our ad. So it just grabbed the wrong images. So what I want to do is I want to upload the right image. Okay, so I just showed you a little bit earlier. I took a quick screenshot here, but I'm going to pull up this image. All right, so I click open. Okay, and then I'm going to get rid of these other images because they're not going to work. So let me make sure I can go through and just, whoops. Here, it's going to let me do this. So I'm just going to click the X on these other images here, and I'm just going to use this one because this one is a great image, all right? And now that I've got this written, I can go and actually write in the text here. Now, since I've already gotten, since I've already had one, I'm going to, whoops, I'm just going to put it in here. All right, so let's go like this, copy and paste here. Okay, so now we've got a Facebook page post. And because I first went in and I put in the URL and then uploaded the image, then it works correctly. So now all I do is hit publish. All right, so it was just that simple. Step one, I went to my landing page, I copied the URL, I pasted it on here, I selected the image and hit publish. Okay, that's it. That's all you have to do. And what happens now, and I want to say this, a mistake that I see a lot of people make is they'll go in and they'll publish the image first, and then they'll put in the URL second. Do not do that. If you do that, nobody's going to get to your lead pages. It's just the way Facebook works. So if you, and I'll show you an example here. Let me just scroll down and see if I have another example. So for example, this image here, in this post, I put the image first and then the URL second. And what happens when you click on the image is you just get a picture of the larger image. That's not what you want. What you want is when somebody clicks on the image, you want them to go to the landing page. So when I click on this image, it takes me right to the page. That's what you want. This is called a website clicks post. And now we're going to run a website clicks ad. So step one is you post your link on Facebook. Really, really easy, all right? Now what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna give you guys an opportunity here in just a second. So if you wanna look at this post, I'm gonna share this with you. I'm gonna share this URL here with you so you guys can check out this post. What I'm gonna do is I'm now gonna turn this into an ad. And I'm going to spend $1,000 on this ad. And by spending $1,000, it's going to, this particular ad is going to get seen by probably like 400,000 or 500,000 business owners and entrepreneurs. So I'm going to give you the opportunity right now to take advantage of this. So if you want to get seen by my Facebook ad spend, you can just go to this page that I just, my page, and you can make a comment specifically in here. So I'll tell you more about that in a minute, but if you write a comment in here, you're gonna get seen by about maybe 500,000 business owners or so. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that in just a moment. But if you go to my page, so it's facebook.com/like Bret, you'll see this post, and it's right here. It's the one that's pinned to the top. Okay, and so what I'm first gonna do, I'm just going to tell you a mistake that a lot of people make when they're trying to create an ad on Facebook to drive traffic to their to their landing page or their lead magnet. A lot of people will do a post like this and they'll click boost post. Okay, boost post will not get you any website clicks. If you do a boosted post, the only thing a boosted post is good for is to get likes, comments, and shares. Now, anytime you get likes, comments, and shares, that is generally good social proof. Good social proof can improve your conversions. So there is a good reason to do a boosted post, but you should do a small boosted post. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I am going to do a boosted post, but then I'm going to do a website clicks ad. So remember, so I'm going to click here on boosted post, and my sole reasoning for doing this is to get likes, comments, and shares on the post and develop social proof. So with $1,000 ad spend, I'm only going to do a $40 boosted post. Okay, so with $1,000 ad spend, I'm only 4% of my ad spend is going to be on the boosted post. The other $9,960 is going to be on a different, it's called a website clicks ad, and I'll show you that in just a minute. But on the boosted post, it's really easy. You can boost the post to people who like your page, people who like your page and their friends, or people you choose through targeting. Okay, I'm going to select people I choose through targeting. All right, and let me just go and scroll through. I have a lot of we have a lot of entrepreneurs. So here we go, 7 million. So we're going to show this ad to our 7 million enlightened entrepreneur audiences. Okay, and let me see if I can, yeah, 7 million enlightened entrepreneurs. So this part of the ad is going to reach between 11,000 and 28,000 people. It'll probably be closer to 28,000. And the reason why is because of this template that I use. This template always goes viral and it works extremely well for our ads. Okay, so all I'm doing is a boosted post here for $40. Okay, so now I'm going to click boost and the boosted post is done. Okay, so that's step one. So step one is to get likes, comments, and shares on the boosted post. And you can see right there, boosted for $40. Step two, now I'm going to do the $1,000 website clicks link. And oh, Yvonne asks, what is your Facebook link? So I just posted it there. I'm going to post it one more time. It's facebook.com/like Bret. So again, if you want to get seen, we're going to advertise this to like 7 million entrepreneurs. And if you want to get seen by those entrepreneurs, you can write a comment here about the value you learned from this webinar. And I'll do that a little bit more in just a moment, but let me set up this ads. So what I'm going to do now is the only way to turn a Facebook page post into a website clicks ad is to use Power Editor. So Facebook has, so what you're looking at in here, this is Facebook's Ads Manager. But in Facebook's Ads Manager, I cannot produce this, I cannot turn a post into a website clicks ad. I have to use Power Editor, but it's easy. So how do you get there? So in your Facebook's ad account, you click this button that says Power Editor. That takes you over to this page. All right, so I'm now in Power Editor. Here in Power Editor, I can navigate around. I can click Manage Ads. I can look at my audiences, my reporting, and page posts. So now I'm going to click on Page Posts, and it shows the posts that are on my page. And now I'm just going to click on, this is the page post that I want to run. And I'm going to look on this, this actions, and I'm going to click Create Ad. Okay, so now I'm going to say Create Ad, and I'm just going to call this Best Lead Mag Website Web Clicks Ad. Okay, so Best Lead Magnet Website Clicks Ad, and this is campaign. All right, and then the ad set, this will be ad set. All right, and I click create. And because it's a Facebook page post, basically everything is already done. All I have to do is turn on the ad. The post itself is already done. You can see there it is right there. I don't have to repost anything. All I have to do is turn on the ad, okay? And the way to do that is I go into the ad itself. So I'm in the ad itself, and now I put in the budget that I want to spend. Okay, so in order to do that, I'm just going to go to where you put in the budget, and now I'm going to put in the $1,000 ad spend here. Okay, so let's go put in the $1,000. Oh, and I need to switch this to lifetime budget, and we're just going to run this for the next 7 days or so. So we're going to do 1,000. So let me get in here. Let's do 1,000. Whoops, not 13,000. We're going to do 1,000. And okay, so there it is. So there's my there's my ad spend in the budget. Okay, and the I'm going to put in. I'm going to scroll down here and I choose my audience here. So let's go. I'm going to go back to my audiences. And let me go back to my 7 million entrepreneurs. Where did they go here? Just give me a second. I have a lot of audiences, as you can see. Oh, here they are. They're up here. Hang on just a moment. So they're coming. Here we go. 7 million enlightened entrepreneurs. All right. So you can see the potential reach here is 6.2 million people for this ad. All these people are entrepreneurs. I'm going to show this ad on the mobile news feed. I'm not going to show this particular ad on Instagram, and I'm not going to show it to the audience network, but I'm just going to leave it in mobile, desktop, and right-hand column. That's it. That is all you have to do, okay? So now I'm going to click Upload Changes, and while that's uploading, I'm now going to go back to our page here. So now I'm going to ask you if you have gotten, Kathleen asks an interesting question. Doesn't the text words on your image break the 20% rule? No, it does not, because first of all, these are the images right here, so just that space is a lot less than 20%. But if you have an image of like an ebook or an image of a lead magnet or something like that, the text on the ebook doesn't count towards the 20% rule. It's pretty cool. So if you got value out of this high converting lead magnet webinar that we did today, please write the word value. If you got some value, please go to the question box and write the word value. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an opportunity. If you want to get seen by these 7 million enlightened entrepreneurs, actually it was 6.2 million people for running this $1,000 Facebook ad, all you need to do is go in and write a comment on this particular post. Okay, so again, if you got some value so far out of what I've taught today, write the word value. And then if you want to, for free, tag along this $1,000 Facebook ad spend, all I want you to do is click on the link that I just put you in. So thanks, Carl says value, Yvonne says value, Kathleen says value, Leanne, Kevin, could you please explain the 20% rule? I'll do that in a minute. Carolyn, Linda, Kevin, Pamela, Carly, you guys are totally awesome. Okay, so now if you guys would like to participate for free and you want to get seen by 6.2 million entrepreneurs, these are all business owners who we just created this ad for, click on this link right here. That'll take you to my Facebook page. And you can see, you're looking at my Facebook page right now. And all you need to do is go in the comments and tell us what value you specifically learned. So tell us what value you learned from the best lead magnet, the 12 highest converting lead magnets. Oh, wait, hang on a second. From the 12 highest, let me write this again, highest converting lead magnet download template download. All right. And so let me just delete that there. Okay, so this is essentially just go on this particular post. So if you go to my page, it's the post that's pinned to the top. All right, so it looks just like this. And then write in these comments. Okay, so don't just go and don't write. There'll be a space for you to write something here. Don't do that. That's not where you want to post. You want to actually post on this particular post. So just go into the comments and tell us what value you learned, what value you learned or got from downloading the 12 highest converting lead magnets and being on this webinar. Go and do that right now. And let me just, I'm just going to do a quick refresh. And everybody who does this, you'll get the opportunity to be seen by these 7,000 people. Okay, so Carl, you totally rock. All right, so Carl's going to get seen by 6.2 million people. Michael's going to get seen by 6.2 million people. Cindy Har is, hey, Chela Diaz, you totally rock. Good to see you here. Kathy Skidmore is going to get seen by 6.2 million people. Okay, so, and there you go. You can see the ad, it's already started running. And so remember, the boosted post was only 4% of the ad spend. The website clicks is 96% of the ad spend. Okay, so just to explain, what am I doing here? This is called viral word of mouth marketing. And this is something that you can do too, by getting your happy customers to post on your ad. And in doing so, you're going to get a lot of social proof, and you're going to get a lot of word of mouth marketing, because some of Carl and Michael and Cindy and Chela's friends are going to see this post because you just made a comment on it. All right. And you made the comment on it because I provided value. I said, hey, did you get value? Yes, you did. Please don't keep me a secret. If you got value, just give us a little post on here. And I'm going to throw in a bonus by letting you ride on the coattails here of this big Facebook ad spend that I just created. Okay, does that all make sense? So you guys totally rock. So it looks like Yvonne, I would like Carla's Facebook info so I can follow them. Yeah, so you guys can all share that here. In fact, I'm going to just share with you one other thing. If you guys would really, if you're really interested in taking your marketing and your business to the next level, I have an event here that is coming up in June. And click here to say that you're going to the event. All right, so this is the Attract Customers Now Live. And if you want more information, click to say that you're going. And you can see all the other people who are going here. What we're going to do is we're focusing on how to grow your business and how to make your next $10,000 online. We're bringing together a group of enlightened entrepreneurs. So there will be 200 people. We only accept enlightened entrepreneurs, people who have a business that is committed to raising the vibration of the world and helping the world. So if you're in the business of helping people, I don't care if it's helping them lose weight, helping them find love, helping enlightened entrepreneurs make more money, then this is the room to be in on June 21st through the 23rd. And the tickets will sell out. They're well on their way towards selling out. But go ahead and click and say that you're going. You can see who else is going, and you can get more information there. So with that, namaste, everybody. You guys totally rock. Love you. And I will see you next Tuesday on our live call. That's it. Namaste, everybody. Bye-bye.